Hello and welcome back to Philosophy 110 at Kennebec Valley Community College. I am coming to you again from my kitchen, and this week we will be discussing another ethical theory. It is very different from John Stuart Mill, and this is coming from Immanuel Kant. And Kant argues that to determine whether an action is morally right or morally wrong, we do not need to look at the consequences. In fact, the consequences are just a distraction. Instead, we only need to examine the decision in front of us using our human rationality. I want to warn you before you dive into Kant that the reading is difficult. Immanuel Kant is legendarily difficult to read. I've heard that even German students of Kant read him from the original German translated into English because he can be so complicated. So please give yourself time and don't get frustrated with the reading. In addition to the reading, we have a video by Charlotte Vardy, which I highly recommend. Part 1 is required. Parts 2 and 3 are not required, but I encourage you to watch them on your own. We also have a quiz, as usual. I suggest reading over the quiz questions before you do the reading and before you watch the video so you know what to look for. And we also have a discussion. This week's discussion features a question about Star Trek and Mr. Spock. Those of you who are not familiar with Star Trek or Mr. Spock, first of all, I encourage you to watch some Star Trek. And second, there is a video in this week's folder with some key, rather hilarious clips from the original Star Trek to give you a sense of Mr. Spock and his rationality. As always, let me know if you have any questions, and enjoy your week.